Good morning. My name is Mike Michaud, he, him. I'm a member of the Board of Trustees, and it's my pleasure to welcome you to the Unitarian Universalist Church of Brunswick. Whether you are attending in person or from home or gathering with others remotely, we are glad you are here. Today is Sunday, December 14th, and Reverend Dr. Karma Amos is the minister leading the service today. The reflection is titled, Choosing Hope Together. And our music is performed by Will Bristol and the UUCB Pop-Up Choir. If you are new or visiting today and would like more information about our congregation, please stop at the visitors table in the fellowship hall. The folks there will be happy to answer any questions. As we begin our service today, please silence your mobile devices, and once again, welcome. We are glad you're here. There is one additional announcement, though. If you are members, there will be a vote after the service on purchasing additional solar panels. So please stay for that. I believe that will be at 11:15. So grab your coffee and come back and vote. Thank you.
Hi, friends. I'm Nate Smith, he, him pronouns.
Alexa Gilmore, she, her.
And for our chalice lighting, a poem from Pat Uribe Lichty. We gather. We bring our sorrows, our disappointments, our failures. We gather for healing, for laughter, and to rejoice. We gather to find new ways of loving, new ways of thinking, new ways of being. We gather. Yes, we gather. For it is in gathering that we find our hope.
Good morning, beloveds. My name is Karma Amos. I use she, her pronouns, and it is my deep honor to serve as your minister. We welcome you to worship this morning, no matter who you are, whom you love, what the details of your background are, or what complicated mix of feelings you might be juggling at this time in life. As you already heard, we welcome you whether you're joining us in our sanctuary, at the Evening Star, at the Highlands Theater, or as many of you might be on this snowy morning from home. We are a spiritual community striving to be and to build the beloved community, and we are grateful for every one of you who want to join us in this aspiration. This season, we are focusing our reflections on the spiritual practice of choosing hope. And today we're specifically going to talk about how choosing hope is better in every way when we do it together. In this sacred time we share, let us open our hearts and our minds, and let us be attentive to the movement of the Spirit within and among us. Let us prepare ourselves for worship.
May I be empty and open to receive the light. May to receive the light. May I be full and open to receive. May I be empty and open to receive the light. May I be empty and open to receive. May I be full and open to receive the light. May I be full and open to receive. Join us, rise in body, earth, and spirit. I am empty and open to receive the light. May I be empty and open to receive. May I be full and open to receive the light. May I be full and open to receive this little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Everywhere I go. Everywhere I go. I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go. I'm gonna let it shine. Everywhere I go. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Building up. Building up a world. I'm gonna let it. I'm gonna let it shine. Building up a world. I'm gonna let it shine. Building up the world. I'm gonna let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. Let it shine. One more time. This little light. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. This little light of mine. I'm gonna let it shine. 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 Maybe see.
The season of Advent in Christian tradition is intentionally drawn out and is an extended season of waiting, longing, and preparing the way for us to encounter and experience holiness in the world, in the people around us, and in our own hearts. This year, our theme for this holiday season is hope. And as we light the candle on the Advent wreath, we've been asked to share with you how and where we are finding hope this season. Brady said that he is finding hope in the food pantries that are providing food for the people in our community who need it. I am finding hope in this community. For most of my life, I have practiced my spiritual life on my own. However, after the election last year, I knew that I was going to need a like-minded community to draw support and nourishment from. It hurt my heart to watch vulnerable communities be targeted, and I knew that to remain positive and hopeful, I would need to be around like-minded people who are committed to love, justice, and equality. Each week that I come here, I am filled with hope that we can still work together in this country to build a place where love is not conditional, where compassion is more important than dogma, and where we can recognize the inherent sacredness of all people, regardless of who we love, the color of our skin, or where we came from. Thank you for giving me that hope.
Recognizing that the Israeli state is not equivalent to Judaism, today we light the first candle of Hanukkah, beginning an 8-day celebration that commemorates the power of hope. Over 2,000 years ago, when the Jewish people rededicated their temple in Jerusalem after reclaiming it from oppression, they found only enough sacred oil to keep the eternal flame burning for one day. However, that small amount of oil lasted for 8 days, long enough to prepare more oil to maintain the flame. The menorah holds 9 candles, 8 to represent each night of the miracle, and a 9th helper candle, the shamas, which we use to light the others. As we light the first candle, we join our Jewish neighbors to reflect on the universal themes that Hanukkah offers: the triumph of light over darkness, the courage to stand up for one's beliefs, and the hope that even our smallest acts of faith and resistance can illuminate the world in unexpected ways.
Good morning. My name is Tobin Cooney-Callian. I use the pronouns he and they, and I serve as your spiritual formation director. I need help today. I've got a lot to do. I don't know. If I can just get some kids up here, I'll tell you what we gotta do, but we have got some work to do and I need your help. If you are in the Coming of Age program, you're gonna come up here for now too, and I'm also gonna give you some instructions. Hello, you can have a seat for now, since I'm gonna put you to work, you're gonna need to rest. Good morning. Hi, everyone. Holden, we match sweaters, kind of, and you have the hair I wish that I had. Hello, hi, Ariel. So you'll notice this thing behind me, and I'm pointing to, it's a long, tall thing with what looks like sticks sticking out. What do you think that is? Oh, it's a tree. Okay, okay. There's nothing on the tree. Why is there a tree up here? Is there usually a tree up here? No. There's not usually a tree up here? Occasionally. Like, annually. Hey, you might be onto something. Oh, I also have these mittens that I schlepped from the back there. People brought in a lot of mittens. This basket was really heavy. What do you think motivates people to give so much stuff in the wintertime to our mitten tree, Charlie? What do you think? What's a word that might spark people's need to share? I don't know. It rhymes with generosity. Generosity. There we go. The generosity of this church is going to be used to help other folks who may be cold this winter and may not have their own hats and gloves and mittens. So one of the things that we do is we bring all of them up and we clothe our tree with mittens so that we can take a look at our generosity all put together in one space. I am going to ask my coming-of-age youth to go back in the corner there, and you'll see very full baskets. I will ask you to go get those. My friends who are here, I will ask you to help me with this basket here. Help me get those on the tree, okay? would you take a look at that tree? Yeah. Nicely done. Thank you, Nora. Thank you so much, my friends. I want to say that that was a record as maybe the fastest tree filling we've ever had. And what was that like? Was it easy to fill that tree?
No,
Why not?
because there's so much to like find spaces and you can't really find spaces.
Yeah, we have like more things that we are giving generously than we have spaces on the tree. My friends, it is time to be sung out to our meetings. They're going to lead us in We Will Keep a Place for You.
We will keep a place for you wherever you may go. We'll sustain this home of faith and love you've come to know. Go in peace, bring hope to hearts that yearn. We will keep a place for you till you return.
Good morning. I'm Sue Labes, a member of the pastoral care team, and this tree is magnificent. I would say that's a big, big joy this morning. I'm here to read the joys and concerns that were written in the book in the back of the church. If you were not here, or unable to be here to write your concern or your joy in the book, please feel free to email it to joyce-and-concerns@uubrunswick.org. And if you would like to speak to someone in person in a more private manner, look for us after the service. We have light blue ribbons on our name tags. This morning in the book, one of the concerns was written it's anonymous, I don't know who wrote it. Pray for Alice, a friend in California who had a stroke and is very sick. Send comfort and light to her. And another is, today marks the 13th anniversary of the tragic mass shooting at Sandy Hook Elementary School. More than 500,000 Americans have been killed by firearms since then. And there have been 75 school shootings this year, including one yesterday at Brown University, killing 2 and injuring 9 students. We've just got to do more to end this public health crisis, by Lynn Ellis. And Mary Larson added, and yesterday a mass shooting in Australia targeting the Jewish community. Pray that this stops now. For joys, we have a Carol McCoy writes, she's very relieved that her brother-in-law, Tim, was not seriously hurt in a crash which totaled her car. I also think she's very relieved that the tire she thought was flat was only low. So true. Hugh Maynard and Faith Woodman are happy to share that their daughter, Catherine Woodman Maynard's graphic novel adaptation of F. Scott Fitzgerald's The Great Gatsby is on display in the Library of Congress in 2 locations, one in celebration of Fitzgerald's 100th birthday and the other showcasing graphic novels. Her second graphic novel, an adaptation of Tuck Everlasting, one of my very favorite books, published this fall, received awards from both the Library Journal and the Kirkus Reviews as one of the 100 best youth books of 2025. Tuck is available for young and old in UUCB's Youth Library. Thank you.
Before we move into a time of prayer and contemplation, I'm just aware this is the anniversary of the shooting at Sandy Hook, as you already heard. There's a line from the Christian Testament that has always been meaningful to me, that at times when there is despair, when there is hopelessness, when there are no words to say what we're holding on our hearts, that the Spirit intercedes for us with sighs too deep for words. And this feels like one of those moments, and so I wonder if we could just take a moment of silence. The heaviness we carry becomes lighter when we hold it together, and so we give thanks for being part of a community. For our time of community prayer this morning, I want to invite us into a little bit more time of individual reflection and communal response. Let's prepare our hearts by singing through our prayer song just one time together.
All will be well, all will be well. All will be well, all will be well. All will be well, all will be well. All will be well, all will be well.
We've heard some joys and concerns of our community voiced aloud. Now let's enter into some quiet personal reflection for ourselves. Who are the people and what are the situations most on your hearts right now? What joys do you want to notice with gratitude? What matters of our common concern do we want to lift up in hope that they may improve? Let's take just a few moments to reflect individually. And now let us support the prayers and reflections of our whole community with our collective response, our hopeful prayer.
All will be well, all will be well. All will be well, all will be well. All will be well, all will be well. All will be well, all will be well.
May it be so.
I'm Helene McLaughlin, she, her, and I have the privilege of reading Taking Turns by John Rodell. Let's create a schedule where we can take turns for which one of us will be giving up on hope for a day. So we don't do it all at once. And when it's your day, just let me know what you need. I can bring you a hot drink, the softest of blankets, and a funny movie we can watch together. On my day to give up, please just walk me outside so I can place my hands on a tree, so I can feel the hum of creation again. My love, on the days we can't hold on to hope, we'll at least be able to hold on to each other.
So this is going to be a song, it's called Sing People Sing by Emma's Revolution. It was a song written in honor of Pete Seeger with our lovely pop-up choir. When I was 4, I had a toy made of plastic and of joy, a magic musical machine from a drum, a stick, and strings. I couldn't know as I would play, I'd live to meet the man one day, playing songs that shaped my life and taught the world to sing. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Oh, changes everything. Sing, people, sing. The summer of my 18th year, in San Francisco he'd appear. I jumped onto a trolley car, alone and wondering. The grove was full when I got there. People came from everywhere, climbed a redwood by the stage to watch the reveling. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Oh, changes everything. Sing, people, sing. Years went by, I got a call, a festival in early fall, along the Hudson River shore, a harvest gathering, asking me to volunteer to keep the river clean and clear, celebrate the river's life and all the gifts she brings. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Oh, changes everything. Sing, people, sing. You stood up to McCarthy's rage, rallied for a living wage, rode with Woody, marched with Dr. King. You patiently brought us along, taught us each and every song. With Toshi by your side, you could do most anything. You showed us how the world could be, living with integrity. Together we create a force beyond our reckoning. As I observed your dimming light, I felt a spark in me ignite. But I would trade it all today to hear your banjo play. Oh, hear the banjo ring, hear the people sing. Oh, changes everything. more time. Oh, hear the banjo ring. Hear the people sing. Oh, changes everything. Sing, people, sing.
As this season progresses, it seems to me to become cumulatively fuller. Is that true for any others of you? Like fewer spaces on the calendar, growing to-do lists, just a lot. Well, the same thing is true of our worship in this season, you may have noticed. It gets fuller. There's more to hold and more to celebrate together. So I'm just going to jump right into the heart of what I want to share with you today. Choosing hope is easier to do together. Choosing hope is more enjoyable to do together. Choosing hope is more effective and more powerful when we choose it together. One of the ways in which choosing hope together makes it better is captured by John Rodell's poem. It allows us to hold and sustain hope together when, as individuals, we just can't some days. It allows us to take turns, and in so doing, practice what it really means to be interdependent. Last Sunday night, here in this building, the Gulf of Maine Books hosted a conversation between New York Times reporter Katie Benner and lawyer, professor, and author Joyce Vance. Joyce's book, Giving Up is Unforgivable, is something of an ode to hope that the U.S. will be able to sustain our democracy. There was a point in their conversation that felt especially relevant to this topic of choosing hope together, enough that I wanted to pass it on to those of you who weren't here. To set up her question, and it's a big setup, it's an important setup, Katie said to Joyce, "I notice in your book how often the civil rights movement appears. And we think of it happening a long time ago, 1954 to 1964, but that struggle really began on the heels of the Civil War. States passed laws to keep Black people from voting until the 14th Amendment was passed in 1868. Jim Crow laws were solidified by 1890 and were enforced by violence and tacitly or explicitly supported by law enforcement and politicians. In the 1920s, President Wilson played The Birth of a Nation, a pro-KKK movie, at the White House. The Klan had its biggest rally ever in D.C. Throughout the 1940s, Black men fought in segregated military units only to return home to be lynched, a tradition that had been going on here for 75 plus years. And then in the 1950s, when we think of the civil rights movement beginning, we have sit-ins and marches, and the Civil Rights Act was passed in 1964. But those things were in response to conditions that had lasted for half of the life of our nation. Here's the question: why is this movement so salient for us to remember and study and learn from in 2025? And Joyce responded, "This is a great question. My husband and I live in Alabama, and when you live in Alabama, you get amazing opportunities to speak with leaders of the civil rights movement, unbelievably inspirational people. But I learned more, even more, and was even more inspired from talking to the foot soldiers, the people who marched across the bridge in Selma, the kids in Birmingham who went out and marched, the women and wives who had to fight for their ability to shop in stores, for their kids to go to school, and who dealt with what we might today call microaggressions, but was then simply how they lived their lives with constant efforts to cut them out of the mainstream of America. And then Joyce leaned in and said this, here's the important thing that I've learned from living in Alabama and from talking with them. You should always do this sort of important work that we're doing right now, work to improve and sustain democracy. You should always do it in community. If you take on the burden as your own burden, you must do everything. You must save the country. You will feel overwhelmed and you will simply burn out. But if you understand the importance of finding a community, whether it's online or people around you, your library group, often for Joyce, her knitting group, she said, if you find that group of people that works for you, people will sustain you when you're having a bad day. And you will find people that you can make meaningful accomplishments with. You really do not have to do everything yourself. I can't say that any better than she did. Would you take a breath with me? One of the other ways that choosing hope together makes it easier, better, more joyful, and more effective is that hope has a kind of magic about it that manifests in community. Hope becomes bigger when we engage it together. It grows. It's nothing as precise as a mathematical formula because it holds more mystery and more power. But somehow when groups of people choose hopeful action together, hope is magnified. The sound has more volume. The light has more lumens. Are you with me? Yesterday, I experienced a little bit of that, along with some others of you, at a rally in Lewiston in solidarity and support for our Somali neighbors, and at the gazebo in Brunswick Mall during a candlelight vigil to lament the losses that have been experienced this year, especially by groups of people who have been targeted and most impacted. I was so encouraged by our neighbors who showed up in force, in snow, in the form, and they chose hope. They chose hope in the form of community and resistance and love and justice and collective action. Whatever hope I had before going into those events, I can't tell you how much more powerful it became because it was shared and nurtured together. And both of those events were full of conversations about choosing hope together. Hope got kind of top billing at both of those events. Tonight's the first night of Hanukkah, and this has been a difficult season for Jewish people. Not only because of the obvious reason of the war and the devastation, but there has been a rise in anti-Semitism in the US and around the world. It's been very hard for Jews who oppose the actions of Israel and what is widely acknowledged as a genocide in Palestine. There can be no doubt that when the war is truly over, and oh, how we hope that is soon, a lot of healing is going to need to take place. Reconstruction, rebuilding of community, repair of infrastructure, reestablishment of trust. Any one of those can sometimes seem like an impossible proposition. And especially at times like that, when it feels impossible. And the conflict in the Middle East is only one example of too many to name, especially when it's hard, when it seems like it cannot be done. Choosing hope together presents our best option forward. I want to end this reflection with a song that was made famous by Debbie Friedman, a beloved cantor, a creator of music for the Jewish folk renewal movement. The song is called Mi Sheberach, and it comes to mind for me in this context of choosing hope together, because it's very often the song in large gatherings that brings people together, unifies them in a spirit of hope and prayer for healing, for strength, to face the future together, inspired and blessed and given more than we had by the witness and the blessing of our ancestors, those who also gathered together in every age to choose hope, even or especially when those things were threatened. Will's going to help me, and we offer this as a prayer that we here and now might be encouraged to choose hope together, not just once, but in situation after situation and day after day. We hope for the healing of the polarization and division that is present in our community and world. We hope for a restoration of dignity for those being oppressed or called garbage. We hope that in choosing hope together, our lives might become a blessing. We'll sing through this once, and then if you want to sing it with us, we'll do it one more time. Let this be our prayer. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Misheberach imotenu mikor habracha lavotenu. Bless those in need of healing with refuah shlema, the renewal of body, the renewal of spirit, and let us say, Amen. Sing along with us if you like. Misheberach avotenu makor habracha limotenu. May the source of strength, who blessed the ones before us, help us find the courage to make our lives a blessing, and let us say, Amen. Amen.
That was beautiful. Thank you. I'm Irene Austin, today's worship associate. This is the time in our service when we accept your offering. All Sunday non-pledge cash is split with the monthly Charities with Soul. And this month, our Charity with Soul is Big Brothers, Big Sisters. If you're worshiping with us in person,
You can put your donations in the baskets that will be passed. And if you are worshiping with us, either online or at home or at one of our new satellite locations, or you simply prefer to give online, we invite you to use the QR code on the screen or share it in the order of service today to make your donation. We gratefully receive your gifts, no matter how you wish to give them. And if you're in person and you're having difficulty with the QR code, please feel free to find someone other than me for assistance. Will you please join me in our congregational response? May these offerings begin and grow the work of this church, weaving a tapestry of love and action. Thank you. Our closing song is in the Teal hymnal, May Your Life Be as a Song, number 1059. Please stand as you're willing and able.
May your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light and softly serenade the stars ever dancing circles in the night. your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light and softly serenade the stars ever dancing circles in the night. May your life be as a song.
May your life be as a song, resounding with the dawn, to sing awake the light,
ever dancing circles in the
night. The stars ever dancing circles in the night.
One more time. May your life be as a song. May your life be as a song. Serenade the stars ever dancing circles in the night. 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 Ever dancing circles in the night.
You may be seated. And I invite you to receive this final blessing by M. Jade Kaiser. Whether you find yourself trembling or cautiously hopeful, whether you are holding your breath or pacing to and fro, whether you are seeking silence and quiet or busying yourself with labors you believe in, whether you are rallying or praying or supporting or readying or making every last effort you possibly can, keep close to your precious spirit and your holy skin and your brave being and your sacred imagination. The knowledge and assurance that whatever will be, whatever will become, whatever waits before us, we are capable of rising to meet it if we do so together. Together for justice, together for protection, together in solidarity, together in love practiced where and how it is needed most. We will have work to do and undo. We will find beauty to sustain us. We will need to adapt and create and heal and fight. We will, whatever is. So come and take your place in the long lineage of hope that persists through empires rising and falling. Keep your pace aligned with the Spirit, the steady pulse of divine possibilities beating to the rhythms of creation, slow and grounding, ancient and purposeful, unwavering and persistent, in adamant defiance of anything that comes to steal life.
Because we are intentional about building the beloved community here, it's important for us to engage in the practice of invitation. We genuinely want you to know that you are welcome to become involved in our community beyond our Sunday worship. The QR code on the screen will take you to a digital copy of our announcement sheets, several copies of which are available on the harvest table if you prefer something more tangible. Just a quick reminder that we are having that meeting after church, and just to grab your coffee quickly and come on back. Join us for a holiday karaoke-style sing-along today at 2 to 4 p.m., led by our music director, Will Brestol, in collaboration with Brunswick Pride. Hot cocoa will be provided, and ugly Christmas sweaters are encouraged but not necessary. Our UUCB chalice circles offer a way to bring together the newer and longtime members in our community in a way that allows them to deepen spirituality through shared practice. Each chalice group meets for a total of 6 meetings over the span of 3 months. The Winter Chalice Circles session runs from the week of December 28th through the week of March 8th. Registration for Winter Chalice Circles opened on December 4th and closes on December 21st. You can register on our website. Sorry, got lost. You can register on our website under Adult Spiritual Formation. Sorry, wrong. I'll try one more time. You can register on our website under Adult Spiritual Formation by scanning that QR code on any of the Chalice Circle flyers or by emailing our Lifelong Spiritual Formation Director, Tobin. His email address is in your order of service. For those of you who may be feeling grief, anxiety, or otherwise at odds with the joy being broadcast throughout this season, we offer an opportunity to gather in community. Led by our pastoral care associates, our Blue Holidays service is this Tuesday night at 7 p.m., in person only. It includes harp music, readings, singing, personal sharing, and candle lighting. It really is a lovely contemplative service. Hope you can come. It will be followed by cocoa and cookies, and all are welcome. And we'd like to give the people seated in the back 6 rows a chance to get your coffee first while everybody else here greets their neighbors. And thank you to all for helping to make that happen so we can get back in our seats as quickly as possible for our meeting. Please say hello to your neighbors. People in the back, go.